What is going on, guys? We're back here with another video. Today is going to be a coverage of three anime episodes that dropped Monday, June 3rd. They are Train to the End of the World, episode 10, Tsukimichi season 2, episode 22, and I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince, episode 10. Now, all three of these episodes were really good. Starting off, I guess we'll do Train to the End of the World. This episode was absolutely hilarious. So pretty much what happened was that all the girls, they ended up seeing Shizuru's father, who 2 years ago he was turned into an animal, but now he's been turned into like some kind of stuffed animal. And they him and two other people, they ended up seeing Yoka in this town called Shinamachi. Now, when the girls got there was some like con artists that had these barrettes on that allowed them to like basically conjure up anything that they think it happens. So they attacked three of the girls, and they were turned into like different characters and stuff. And then Akira, she ended up having one of the barrettes on because Shizuru's father gave it to her, and the barrettes were they basically allowed them to use the powers. So Akira saved them, and they ended up fighting, the three people, and it was like this like hilarious thing where they're like each turned into like different things that each of the girls imagined in their head. Um, and they ended up winning and beating them. So where they left off in Shinamachi, there was like a giant hole basically to where they weren't able to keep going on the train. But after they beat those people, then that's when the rest of the city was restored. The train tracks continued on, and they're allowed to go on to the next part. Um, so pretty much, I think this is gonna lead to like them meeting Yoka. Maybe see, I think we only have like two episodes left, so I don't know if that'll happen next episode or the week after that. But to me, Yoka is probably gonna be um against them, and we're gonna have to see them fight. And it might be a thing where like Shizuru apologizes to her for what happened in the past, and they end up making up and being okay again, and hopefully the world will be okay again. Um, Although I could definitely see this being something to where like the world stays how it is after the 7G network, which would probably be like a very dark ending as opposed to everything going back to normal and being like happy again. Because like I guess most stories they would usually end like that, but the way that this story has progressed and just played out, it seems like it's going to be one of those things where like it's very weird and it could end up staying that way forever. Um, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see for that. After that was Tsukimichi Season 2, Episode 22. Now, in this one, we got to see a lot of Makoto as he fought Io, the four-armed demon. Um, and they had some pretty good animated scenes there, but I think the biggest thing was probably Shiki. He was like disguised as this like skeleton called Larva, and he ended up like burning alive these two giant animal demons. And just the animation when he did that was just amazing. It it was one of those things like where one of his eyes like turns like completely red, and so like he like used that power. And then another big thing that happened was the hero Hibiki. She went into this like alternate dimension where she was like basically in her own conscience speaking to someone, and he gave her the power to like dispel spells. And so like the barrier that her and her friends were in, that Shiki put them in to stop them from going into the city to stop all the demons and everything. She was able to dispel it, and then they went off to the city. Um, I believe for the most part that was pretty much the gist of the episode. It focused a lot on the fight between Makoto and Io, and then the way that it ended was that Sophia the Dragon Slayer showed up, and she was able to cut part of Makoto's mask off. And now I believe that next episode we're going to see the two of them fight, which would probably be amazing. Um, I think for this one we also have like 2, 3 episodes left, something like that. So this season's wrapping up pretty fast. Um, I think it's like the middle of June that some of these animes are going to be ending, which will give us a little bit of a reprieve at the end of June to finish, the weekly ones and before the summer season starts. Um, so yeah, That's pretty much the gist of that one. And then I was reincarnated as the seventh prince. This episode, I've said this like every single week. The animation for this show is just peak. It's so good. Don't mind the weird fetishes and all that stuff that happens in the show. Just focus on the animation. The show is just so good, dude. Um, I thought that we were gonna end up seeing Lloyd versus Jade a lot more, but we got like a couple of seconds of the two of them together. The main focus was Silpha. Silpha, I might be in love with her, dude. She is so badass. She is amazing. She was fighting the one head demon that looks like Humpty Dumpty, and there was there was one scene where she was like, "You have a turd on your head," because he had this like turd looking hat, and so that was pretty funny. But other than that, like it was very serious. It was the two of them fighting with their demon blades, and the animation was just amazing as it has always been. And so the one demon, he was able to basically use the type of not spell, but the type of attack with her sword that she used first, and then she taught herself his attack and was able to use that after. So she beat him, and yeah, dude, just the animation again was amazing. She's amazing. I don't know if I have a favorite character, honestly. She might be my favorite one. She's just so cool. Like I like her character a lot. Um, the only weird thing, again, like with the fetishes and all that stuff, is like her type of love, I guess, for Lloyd. He's like 10 years old. I'd imagine she's in her 20s. Um, I guess you could kind of look at it as like a cherishing type thing, like she adores him, but there's been times where like they make it seem like she's like in love with him, which is kind of weird. But uh, again, like in Japan, they have their own laws. I I don't want to get into all that, but um, yeah, just the animation is amazing, the show is amazing, and I think overall all three had really good episodes today. Um, I think that pretty much wraps up my review of them. If you guys watch the episodes, leave your comments below in the comment section. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, go ahead and follow me on those. I'll put the links in the description for those. You'll see like anime scenes and stuff that I post every single day from the seasonal animes and stuff like that. So, we can interact and talk about the animes in those. Um, I'm trying to do that with everything on every platform, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. I'm trying to um, basically just post everything anime to be able to talk about anime with people, because that's my goal here. That's what I want to do with everyone, is to discuss anime. So, yeah, go ahead and check those out as well. And as always, you guys have a blessed day.